Okay, everyone. Well, welcome, welcome. You're looking at the November Creative Soul kit. I was hoping that you'd be able to see my face, but I am coming live to you. I dare to say, for the first time, possibly ever, straight from the YouTubes. So I'm not seeing where I can go back and forth to 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 come up with my face. And so you may just see my hands, and that's fine because we're here to learn. And so we don't have to see that I'm actually having a great hair day. Okay, so I see that everybody is coming into the room. And yeah, so this is the beautiful November Creative Soul Kit. Let me see if I can't get rid of that shadow a little bit. And there are still a few. Thanks, Joan. Yep, there sure are. I think once we went on air, there were maybe 6 November Creative Soul kits. This is just what I'm doing with the kit. Of course, Danielle's got some ideas, and I actually had sketched out a little something for her to dream about, to think about. But today I just want to keep it easy peasy pumpkin squeezy. Okay. So I'm going to roll this out of the camera and scooch it on over. And here we are. Howdy, howdy. I am using the Jewel Loom, the original Jewel Loom. And so I'm going to be working with the Hemptique Hempcord. This is called Sand. Hemptique is a part of the Shopify collaboration collab, which I am as well. And so we're actually able now to have all of the Hemptique colors and everything on the Jewel Loom site. So it's a pretty cool thing. So this is Sand. And yep, shout out to Stephanie and Cecile. I see all of you. Rosalinda. Are you still in the Dakotas or are you back in the Vegas? Oh, I got some. Ooh, I had some stragglers there. Anywho, I just turned my Jewel Loom over, and this is the back button, one of them, and it's facing my body. This is my left hand, and this is my right hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the warping process. And by the way, this is a 1 millimeter hemp. And I usually like the 1 mil. You could definitely do the 0.5. It's thinner, but I definitely love the 1 millimeter. So I just did one knot there. I'm still in the Dakotas. I'll be back. Yes, I hope that you will because I see that the flights are, yeah, God willing. Yeah. Well, you'll be with family if not. So, okay. Just did 2 knots. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the Jewel Loom over. I like to bring that knot so that it's facing me so that there's no possibility of that first warp being loose. And so again, let me just bring it up to the camera. Oh yeah, you see that guy? You see the knot there? I like it to be facing towards me so that it's coming with me when I pull. So I'm just going to lay that down, and we'll just like lay it down into one of the grooves on the Jewel Loom. And the 1 millimeter hemp cord is too thick to fit into the groove. So it just lays on it. All right. And then we're going to turn this around. You will get mostly everything. The hemp cord does not come in the kit, but that's a great question. So then I'm just pulling I'm pulling the hemp cord down to the bottom. So this is the bottom of the loom. And then I'm going to flip it over and go around that back button. And because I'm working with the 6 millimeter squares, I need to skip 4 grooves. So let's see what we have here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then I'm going to flip it over again. Hey, Zach. And I'm going to be doing 3 beads across. So I'll need 4 warps. So it's always one more warp than it is beads. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you kind of get to the point where you could just like eyeball this. And lay it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it down again. Flip it around. So you're just like doing this really fun little dance. And again, you kind of get to the point, especially for me. I've made a bazillion of these, so I can kind of go like, oh yeah, that looks like 4. All right, so let me 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, was that one too many or kind of looks like one too many? There we go, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna flip it around again. The cool thing about the thicker hemp, what I love is that it locks itself into the button because it's like so thick, right? So that's cool. And then it just helps me um to make my knot a little bit easier. So did you see that? I slid it underneath all the warps, and then I'm just going to take that loop and pull up, and I'll just do another one for giggles. And hopefully my voice and everything is okay, and I'm sure that if it wasn't, somebody would tell me. Oh, Jean, hey girlfriend, I did get your messages. I responded. I've already pulled out that item for you to go with your other items. Okay, so I'm just want to make sure you do know that. All right, so I'm going to turn this over. Whoa, there we go. There's our jewel loom. Whoa, let's get our jewel loom facing up. All right, and this is good warp. This is good warp. Do you see the distance between the warps and like the belly of the jewel loom? It's no more than like 2 inches, right? So it's really important not to bend your jewel loom too much. Remember, it's flexible, not bendable. So, all right, so let's take the rod out. And what I like to do is I take my pointer and I lay it across. I think a couple of my warps moved. That's okay. I lay it across the warps just to kind of secure them. And then I'm actually pushing into my body just a little bit, and then it pops right out. Don't ever force the rod. Okay. Like if that wouldn't have come out right now, what I would have done is I would have turned my loom and then tried to take it out in, by turning it around. I don't know what happens, like something magical happens. It's like the tension shifts, but don't ever force the metal rod out. Okay. I'm gonna take, I don't know why my mouth is really dry. Hold on. Okie dokie. All right, now I can breathe. I don't know what that was all about. All right, so here we are with our warped loom, and I am using wildfire. And this is, look at, this is how I like keep the ends secure, right? So I have some blue painter's tape, like super sophisticated. But this is a big roll of beige wildfire 0.006, and it's just my go-to. It's always been my go-to. This is beige. A lot of colors. I just placed an order, by the way, so I'll be getting more wildfire in and more wildfire burners. Okay, because I love those things. All right, so I'm going to bring my palette in, and you know what? I want to show you just really quick again for those of us just joining. So this is the kit. All right, this is the November kit, and these are freshwater pearls. They're absolutely, I mean, come on now, look at the toothpicks. Too stinking die for. Look at this. I'm going to pretend that I'm serving. Okay, you've got some 2 holes, the pearls. Look at the teal. Oh, so gorge. A lot of glass beads. That's a vintage button. I got a good deal on those, so like everybody's been getting one. Mayuki seed beads, those bugles that are super hard to find, but I've like had a private stash for a long time, sharing that love with you. So anyway, today, now let me bring in my palette, okay? Today, what I'm using, and I'm going to scooch that over, is this assortment. Now, this button does not come in the kit. This is just what I'm going to use. And the hemp cord does not come in the kit, but everything else does. So Cynthia, I hope that helps your, I think you asked that earlier. So you would need to, if you wanted, you would need to buy your own hemp cord. And then we have the buttons in the shop as well as the hemp cord. And so anyway, I love this button. I've used it a few times. It's one of the Jewel Loom wood buttons. I'm going to put it to the side for now. And so I'm just working with the 2 holes, and I'm working with some of the glass beads, just a variety. And I've got the seed beads on board just in case I need a filler, because you can see I'm using different size and different type beads. So that's the story. Okay. And I'm cracking up right now because I'm on the computer and I must not have turned off my texting, because somebody is texting and that they're like at a martini bar. I don't even know who it is. So I'm like, well, okay, you have your martinis and we will have our beads. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I've already got the jewel loom needle ready to go. Oh, side note, y'all, side note. The eye of the jewel loom needle, you see that little area right there? It tends to be bigger than a lot of the little beading needles that you might work with. I can't hold those little guys anymore, but my point in sharing this with you is that sometimes the hole on, say, maybe the freshwater pearl or like a check 11 sometimes there's an issue with getting over the head of the jewel loom needle. So you might just want to take the jewel loom needle if you're using it, kind of go through your pearls, see how that's going to work so that you don't get frustrated building your project and then you're like, I can't get through the hole. So just a little note. I like to make sure that beading is not frustrating. Okay, so I'm finding the end of my wildfire and I just dipped down in between the warps here. And I'm just going to do one little knot. Some people do this, some people weave. Danielle's got like a thing that she does. I just do whatever I feel like I need to do at the moment. Right now, I just feel like doing a little tiny one little loose knot is what I'm going to do. Okay. So needle in hand in left hand. Okay. Left hand, right hand. Beads are over here on my right side. Jewel loom is like in my middle here, facing up and down. And I'm going to take the needle and I'm coming under the warps. And I want my first row, I'm going to go ahead and just make my first row some 2 holes. So I'll pick up these 3 different colors that we have in our kit. And I'm just going through one of the holes and then I'm going to let them fall. All right. And then I'm going to take my pointer. That's a fancy tool. And I'm going to put them up, pop them up and in between the warp threads. Now, when you're using the 2 hole beads and you've got 1 millimeter hem cord, it can be a little tricky just because you got to get through the bead, over the hemp, through the bead, over the hemp. But these are some of my most favorite bracelets with the 1 millimeter hemp cord. And you see how I just like let my hand, my beads, and the direction I was going, I just go with it. I'm not trying to keep it completely straight because I can figure that out after I get my thread through. And I'm working with probably at least 2 yards of wildfire, so I'm guiding it so that it doesn't get knotted up. Okay, so here we are. You see that little ribbon? Let's bring it up to the camera. You see that guy? So I'm going to pull. Nice. Okay. Then we're going to take the bead, that 2 hole bead, and we want to make sure that the bottom hole, see how they're like down, and that bottom hole now is under the what happened? I can't believe they are inserting commercials during live shows. Oh, that's good to know. So what maybe did we miss? They're inserting commercials during a YouTube live, Joan? You can let me know what we missed and then maybe that, and you know what? That could honestly be my, what is the word, you guys? Naiveness? Naivety? Is that the word? Um, that maybe I didn't check mark something or uncheck mark something. I don't know. Okay, so I just went through that bead again, and now I'm letting them lay on my pointer. And I'm going to take the needle and I'm going back on top and up and over the warps. Oh, I I just love how it feels when I'm beading with the thicker cord. It's just so cool. Okay, so we've got our first row done. Let's bring that up. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Maybe I didn't uncheck something or I don't know. Ah, hey, Lorena. Oh, you can turn them off? Oh, okay. So Lorena is saying, regarding the commercials, you guys can have control of that and turn them off. Like I can and they can? I don't know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is, okay, so these are 6 millimeter, and a 6 millimeter round will match a 6 millimeter square. So why don't we just make it easy on ourselves and we'll pick up one. These luster ones are delicious, by the way. They're so delicious. And I forgot that it's daylight savings, so hold on. It's already like it's already getting dark in Cali. There we go. I was like, why can't I see anything? All right. So, yeah. So where was I? I'm going to pick up a luster and then we're going to pick up another crystal. So when you're using different sized beads, you just have to, oh, good. These colors, oh, thank you. You just have to think about what size. So this is interesting. So this little guy, let's come up here and talk about it. So this guy is very voluptuous 6 millimeter. This guy might have gone on a diet. So am I feeling like I need to do anything about that? Okay, so what I could do is I could probably fill in with a little seed bead, but I'm going to see how it looks. Let's just see how it looks. I don't want to get like too, it might just be fine. Let's see. Isn't that funny? Because they all look like they're about the same size. So let's see what we got. I think we should be okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's okay, but I think when I do it again for giggles, I'm going to like add a seed bead to each side and see what happens. Sometimes it works and sometimes there's just like no filling in the space, but I think we're good. Okay, so what should we do next? We'll go back to doing the opposite. So let's go green. And this is a really cool, I love the cyan. Nope, did I just do that? Yeah, and that's, I think that's an amber. The travertine, the travertine colors are so unique. Okay, so we just pop those up and we're coming up. Whoops. Yeah, see, there we go. So again, the maneuvering of the needle with the 1 millimeter is just a whole thing that you have to kind of take your patience and learn. And again, we want to make sure that that little ribbon at the end there is nice and snug. And our beads are, once again, the holes are under the warps. And whoopsie. Sometimes it's hard to see that. Okay, and then there we go. And we just want to make sure wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, I got through all of the bottom holes. Once you get your rhythm on this, like these bracelets are really fast to make. Oh, and I do want to show you, I'll show you when how I use the bugles. I called them my Stevie bracelets. I taught a class, where was I? In Connecticut. I think it was at Art as You. Gosh, this was back in 2014, I believe. Okay, so let me see. I do believe that 3 seed beads, so we would want 9. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So it should be that 3 11 O's equal 1 6. We're going to see how that turns out. So we got 3. Uh-oh, where's my third? Come on, buddy. They all start blending together here. There we go. Are we in? Yep. Okay. So let me bring that up. So that's 9. So then we're going to go back through those seed beads, just making sure I'm getting through them all, because that would not be fun. Okay, so little wiggle wiggle. Looks like the needle is through all of them. So I love mixing it up. It's a great way to just use, like, even if you had like some extra beads and you wanted to incorporate them in with this month's kit. So pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, so what are we going to do next? Let's do for giggles. I wonder, these are 4s. So a 4, and I think these are like, let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh. Okay, let's try that. So we'll go, that's big guy, small, big guy, small, and then big guy. Come on, where are you at? Big guy, small. So hopefully I did that right. Let's see if this works. Okay, so pop. Ooh, okay, that works. Yeah. Okay, so I got to get over. Oh my goodness, they're kind of, my eyes are going cross here. Okay. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, I love that we're making the look of almost like a stained glass, right? Like that is so, this is going to be a gorgeous bracelet. Okay. I love when you can just take all the beads and kind of, I mean, to me, like I say, easy peasy. Because I don't know, I think it is. I just love the art of weaving. So let's come back. Yeah. So you could, this is going to look really pretty, really pretty. Okay. So let's go back to doing, ooh, I feel like maybe we should do another row of seed beads. What do you think? Kind of like make that like a little pattern, right? That's kind of cool. So 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm a scooper. I scoop with my thumb. Some people put their needle into the pile of beads. I've never really been able to do that. So, all right. So once again, we just want to get these spread out. Do I have 9 on here? What do I got? I got 3. I got 9. Come on, guys. Help a girl out. Help a girl out during a live. Come on now. This one little guy just will not leave his buddies. There they go. There they go. Come on. Okay, where'd it go? Of course, if I wasn't trying to do this. Okay, so here's one. Oh, look it. I almost gave up. And they said, wait, we're sorry. Okay, so going back through, where are you at? 1, 2. Did I get them? Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Come on now. Ooh, I'm a little. Did I get all that? I got a feeling I didn't, but let's see. Okay. Okay, so we'll scooch all that. Oh, I do like how that. So that's just like encasing the those little shiny glass guys. It's really pretty. Okay. So we'll lay that down and now let's go back to our 2 holes. So which way did I go before? So now I need to start. I mean, I'm just making up a pattern as I go. And then when I get done, I'll definitely take a picture and I'll take a picture of it flat, a close up, so that if you want to follow what I did, you can, or you just like do your own thing, whatever you want. Did we figure out the commercial thing? So we're going to go back through the top hole. Ooh, and you definitely want to make sure you don't get your needle caught in the cord. And then we're going to push their little bottoms down so that I can go through the bottom hole. And I'll just do a little wiggle wiggle to make sure that my needle went through all of them. And then a pull. Okay. And now I'm going to push them back up. And I'm going through the bottom hole. And you can see how my needle, let me bring this up a little closer. See how my needle's gliding over the hemp cord. Yep, and through. One time, many years ago, boy, correct me if I'm wrong, Joan, or Rosalinda, anyone who's been around for 5 years, we made a cuff with 1 millimeter hemp cord, and we went. Did we go 6 or 5? I mean, it was amazing, but boy, it was getting the beads up and over multiple layers of 1 millimeter cord. That it was a little bit of a challenge, but those cuffs were cool. They were so stinking cool. All right, I'm really loving this. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to come back under, and again, this is my left hand, and this is my right hand, and we're going to come under, and we'll go back now to picking up these guys. I got these when I was in Tucson earlier this year, and we're already making plans for next year, and I'm super excited. I can't wait to see all my people. Jill Wiseman, Neelay, Deb, Danielle. It's going to be a lot of fun to see everyone. Okay, so we're going to pop those up and in between. Single hole beads are a little more simple because you could see we just glide right through. And I want to make sure I don't distort that. So, okay. And then what did I do? So we ended with green. So this time we want to start with green. And yeah, okay. If you have the small wisdom warrior, you can use the small wisdom warrior. It's the same footprint. So, um, you know, you can use the original jewel loom like I am, or the small wisdom warrior. You could probably even use the small sunweaver. She doesn't have, hold on. Okay, this is a good example. See how my needle, see how everybody's kind of going sideways right now? I don't need to fuss with it to be straight across. I don't need to. I'm just letting the needle and the beads kind of tell me how they want this to happen, because I can fix it. I can make it all straight after I get through. So don't fuss with it if it seems like it's a little uneven or crooked, because we'll straighten them out right now. They just like to think they're the boss. So we'll scooch that up. But when you do that, make sure that you haven't left a little bit of a tail, like a ribbon. So let's just give that a little tug, because I could see like it was a little flexing over there. Um, and that's a bummer if you don't catch it. So, okay, so now we're coming under. Oh, I see what you mean. I am using my left hand right now. But I guess I've just done it for so long. It's like just what I do, right? Okay, so back on the tops, gliding over the the hemp cord and then through. Okay. So we kind of have like this neat thing. Let me see, what do I want to do? Do I want to do another one of these sections, or, oh wait, where did I do? Okay, I did that. I guess so. Okay, let's do the seed beads. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. 1, 2, this is 9. So remember, 3 11 O's equal 1 6 millimeter square. Okay, so that's 6. Okay. Aw, that's so sweet, Lorena. Yeah, we've had amazing people show a lot of love for Jewel Loom, and I'm forever grateful. Okay, so we're gonna go through the 3. And oh, look at these were good little bead students. They let me just get through them. Awesome sauce. Okay. Now, did I start with I started with a big, right? Right? This is yeah, I started okay. So my next one is um big guy, little guy, big guy. Come on now, little guy, big guy, little guy. Okay. I am using Wildfire, Lorena, but you can use Fireline. I just, um, I guess I just have always just been a wildfire girl, but Fireline's great too, and Beanalon has that. So that just another example where my needle and the beads are just kind of like, hey, I want to go in sideways, and I'm like, fine, I'm not going to fight you. Okay, and then we'll just scooch them up. Ah, this is really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, so six, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's see. Oh, come on. You did such a good job getting into your little warps last time. Is that, are you there? I feel like there's a little bunch going on here. I'll go through these three, but I want to make sure I didn't miss. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's important to get your needle through all of them because if you don't, then they'll drop after you pull the thread through. You decoupaged what? What did you decoupage? Your loom? You decoupaged your loom? Is that what you did? Is it okay? You're making me a little nervous over here. I bet it's to die for. I'd love to see a photo. Okay, so where do I go back to? So now we go back to 2 holes, right? And I stopped with the green, so now I gotta go start with this guy. Oopsie. So I'm only alternating I actually think that this is sometimes you can see the color underneath. I think for you know what? This might be a peridot. Um, yeah. Okay, so we're just alternating that. The Siam is like always in the middle. And then this transparent fern is just to die for. Right? I did that right? Okay, good. Okay. And then we're just going back on top of and this is what's so okay, let me bring this up here. The consistency and size on the green is very different from the Siam. She's just a little different. So up and over again, I'm just not going to fight with them. However, I can get the needle in there, and you can see, like, see how the silver is shining on top of the warps. That's what we always want to see. Okay, and I hope you've been paying attention too to like how I hold my loom. Like my hands are constantly, like I'm picking up the beads, I'm pulling the thread through, I'm taking my fingers, I'm holding the jewel loom's belly so that it's still, because she's a little wiggle like her mommy. She got a little wiggle butt because she's portable and lightweight. Not so much like her mom, but okay. Come on now, guys. All right. Hi, Cameron. Carmen. My goodness, my eyes are like. So it's kind of funny, like you can almost see the bottom hole is not exactly lined up with that green. So we just kind of have to wiggle in there. Make sure we're up and over the warps. If for any reason you're like trying to get into a bead and you're like trying and trying, just get through the ones you can, bring the needle out and then go in. Like there doesn't need to be suffering. Okay, so I want to take a look just to make sure I didn't get sideways. Oh, oi, oi, oi. I feel like what would be really hot is like just 2 across for like some long dangly earrings. That would be really cool. Okay, so I got that done. Now what do I do? Am I back to these guys? Yeah, I'm back to the big guys. So we're going to pick up. Yeah, so I'm hoping, because I was talking about these lusters, I'm hoping when I go back to Tucson next year to get some more of those. It's really looking beautiful. Oh my gosh. Minus my hair that's falling out. What's going on here? Jeez, I could probably weave with my hair. It's gotten so long. Oh my gosh, it's down to my tush. I have never had hair this long, like my in my life. It's just growing like a weed. Okay, and then we're going to come under and then we're going to go back so it's a green and the cyan. Come on, buddy. Oh, make sure that you, if you want, make sure that not only are you signed up for the newsletter, but make sure you're searching. We did have a little issue. I think I shared Texas had come out with some new regulations about texting people, um, and so we got that resolved, but I don't have my community texting anymore because of that. I have texting on the Jewel Loom site. So if you go to Jewel Loom, you'll not only be able to sign up for the Jewel Loom newsletter, but you should be prompted to sign up for text messaging. And usually what I use the text messaging for is to like say, hey, we're going live, we're doing a show today, tomorrow, what have you. Or maybe it's like, hey, I'm blowing out this item. You're the first to know. So I'm not super aggressive with it. Okay, what's going on? So this could be a situation where I was just saying, well, is it going to work? It's a little tight. And by the way, if your needle ever is kind of like, hey, I don't really want to be pulled through, don't try to pull it with your fingers. Get your flats and just come over here and help it. Again, it's another one of those weird distribution of weight things. Or like, I don't know. It's just one of the unknowns. Okay, so pulling through. And are we back to the seed beads? Why did I do that to myself? Because it looks really cool, but man, it's a little hard to see. Okay, we are back to seed beads. Are we back to seed beads? We've got da da da. Okay, yeah, because it's seed beads and then big guy, little guy. Okay. And again, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to like make it make sense. And honestly, it's okay. 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I get the 6th one? Oh, see, I actually have 7. So I have 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's all I needed. Oh, you haven't tried your baby loom yet? Oh, your earring looms. Yes, those are so cool. All thanks to Danielle for taking a flat business card, and that's still so funny. I love how our minds think. Okay, so come on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Carol, these colors are just so delicious. Had these kits together for months. And I'm like, oh, they're so beautiful. I can't wait for everybody to see. Okay, now we're big guy, little guy, right? So we got this guy. These have to be, I think these are 3mm. So I think these are like probably 4s. Okay, I would just like you to show me where your little bead hole is. There we go. Okay, so big, little. Oh my goodness. Okay. And again, this is just what I'm doing. You can take the beads from the kit and create a pattern that you like. This just seems to be coming together. Okay, so over the hemp cord, and yeah, starts to get a little tight. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take my thumb and like push down on the cord, and I just want to make sure I didn't like go through. I don't think I did. Okay. Yeah, they're really pretty. Let me bring it up to the camera really quick so we can see where we're at. I mean, hello. Look at that. Now, these guys are too big, but if you were to go over, well, what you could do is you could add that on as fringe, but you'd have to make a wider warp area. And then you'd have to configure everything because one bugle is probably going to equal, it looks like it would equal 4 squares because these are to die for. I've had these since my jewel craft days. I don't know if you knew of my company that was Jewel Craft back in 2001. I partnered with a guy in New York and we came up with a company called Jewel Craft. And that was a lot of fun. Okay, this is 9. Thanks, Zach. You were so sweet with your comment about the pumpkins. So I do a little well, back in the day, it was just called designer work, right? Like it was just that you were a designer in the hobby craft industry and you worked for and made things for companies, right? But now they call it UGC, which stands for user generated content. So I do some user generated content for ad tech adhesives. I love them. I've known them for many, 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 many years. They're an adhesive company, and you'll see me using their glue guns periodically. And so I did a project for them for November for Thanksgiving. Um, and they're these little mini pumpkins, centerpieces. And so if you haven't seen them, they're super cute. And so Zach was you're very sweet with your compliment. Thank you. So the bugles on my site, yeah. So I have to take a look to see what's left because honestly, that's part of being in the creative soul community is that I find all this stuff and then I put it in the kits. So I will have to go and see Jean whether or not I still have enough, if I have any, to be honest with you, because we like really poured a lot of cool stuff into this season's Creative Soul boxes. All right, where am I, you guys? Am I doing? Yeah, I'm back to this. Okay, so now I got to go that color. I need your guidance. I need you to tell me what to do. But so the bugles came from my jewel craft days. They came from my relationship with my business partner in New York. And I had a ton of them. I mean, a ton. And that was all the way back in 2001. But yeah, this season of the Creative Soul box, we used a lot of them. So I have to see. I hardly see them anywhere anymore, and it's a bummer because they're super cool. Whoops. Oop, don't wanna bead my finger there. Okay, are we back to these guys? I think we're back to these guys. So, yeah, I had these in blue too. I think they were in one of the Creative Soul kits. So the kits for next year are gonna be well, the whole program for next year is gonna be, under the Inspirations by Julianna, curation. So for those of you, I don't know how many of you remember me from Aleene's Creative Living back in the day, but that's where all this started. And so let me make sure I'm paying attention. So now I'm going to do one of these guys, right? And I left off of here. So I got to go green first. Okay. Um, so the kits are going to be so fun because they'll be based on the original chunky bracelet. But since then, I've birthed so many different versions of that. We had the willowy version that was a little thinner. We've got the rings. We've even add the sewing technique to chokers. And so I've been having fun curating for those for next year's kits. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I was on that show for quite a while. And we did everything. That's why, like, oh, Jules is doing pumpkin centerpieces? What? And it's like my world started in the hardcore craft area. So, yeah. But obviously, I love weaving and making shiny, pretty stuff. Whoops. Okay. All right. So, where are we at now? We back to this guy? I think we're back to seed beads. So, one, two. Do we still have Joan? Oh, there you are. Read the Julian blog. She's so cute. How are you doing, Joan? Whoops. One too many, right? Let's see. Three, three, and three. So it's just a repetitive process at this point. You're just building your bracelet the length that you need to make it. Um, and, while I absolutely love this color palette, I think this idea is so great for like your extra beads, right? Like you could make some really cool art just using your extra stash. Oops, almost picked up the wrong one. One, two, big guy. Whoops, big guy. Come on now. Big guy, little guy, big guy, little guy. All right. Do I have them all? Two, four, six. Yep. I like that. I'm glad it worked out. I'm getting sleepy. Oh no. You only slept 4 hours? I slept a lot. Um, did I sleep a lot last night or was it the night before? Yeah, Joan, when you I know you're in the different zone, so you you time out when you are ready, mama. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need a new I've been dreaming of turtlenecks lately. Probably because I'm gonna go back east for Thanksgiving. I'm like, I'm gonna need some warm clothes. Okay. Well, and I'm sure the repetitive motion of this, Joan, is helping you. Your eyes are probably like, I'm getting sleepy. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're gonna need to be patient if you are going to follow me in this pattern with these little guys. I mean, you could see like it's not the worst thing in the world. It's working out. You just got to make sure you get your needle through all of them. Hypnotic, exactly. It's going to be cold. Oh, Carol. Well, last year I was in Jersey and it was definitely it was cold. Not okay, wait. Start with that color, right? Is that where I'm at? I got to pay attention. Well, did that and I got to do that, right? But it's that color. Okay. Um yeah, last year I was in Jersey and I survived the weather. It wasn't too bad. But I mean, I lived out there for 14 years, so oh, they're playing, is it Reveille? The bass is right behind me, and so during sunset they play. I think it's is it Reveille that they play at night? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Is that the Reveille one? I should know this. I'm only born and raised around here. Okay. All right. What are we doing next? This guy? These guys, right? Okay. I'm like talking to you like I can hear you, but I feel like you're in the room with me. So, does anybody know what that is on the bass? Because I feel like the morning music is different than the evening. Oh, that's just this bracelet. I'm telling you. Let me bring it back up. Just so gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. And my intention is to finish it. I know that might be a little bit longer than you wanna hang out. I understand that. But, uh, where am I at, you guys? Okay, we did that, and now we're gonna do another okay, I gotta pay attention or I'm gonna screw this all up. I can't screw it up, but oh, no worries, Joan, I know. Thank you, you're so sweet for being here. So Joan has jumped oh, look at I screwed up. I picked up the wrong bead. And I will not I've done this gone this far, I'm not gonna have a little faux pas now. Okay, so what am I picking up first? The green. Oh my gosh. Okay. So boom, and then we gotta get this guy on here. Taps? Yeah, I know. I know one is, I think what they say, reveille. Okay, see, it wants to go in sideways. Good night, Joan. Thank you for being here. So appreciate you. Get some sleep. She's such a cool chick, Joan. I love how she works with, she's, ooh, look at, I missed the hole on that one. I love how she works or volunteers with the eagle communities and stuff, the birds. I think that's just really cool. Okay, I want to figure out, I need to see how long this is. I feel like I'm getting close. So let me get my tape measure out. I'm gonna scooch this back a hair. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let me get my measuring tape out. See where we're at. So we are at 5 inches. So I need this to be 6. So it looks like I have kind of like another little section to do. All right, so let's get that done. Tap. Okay. All right, so we're back to the seed beads. Back to the seeds. 1, 2. Uh-oh, Brando's not happy because I shut the gate, or he would be scratching at the door, so he's gonna have a cow. But my mom's in the house, so it's okay. It's not like he's, you know, not protected or something. Okay, wait, that's 3, and that's 3. Boy, these things start, like, looking So everyone got projects on their loom? Their looms, I should say, plural. I love how you all collect the looms. It's so sweet. Come on now. So I only have, well, you just saw like another inch to do. And look at all the beads I still have. That's one thing about the Jewel Loom Jewel box. I always try to have extra so that if you want to, make a few things, you can. So does everyone like do turkey still for Thanksgiving? I mean, I like a turkey breast. And I can do without. Like I'm not a big turkey girl. I don't eat a lot of ham, but it's the only time of the year that I will eat some ham. And I love mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, my grandma, my Portuguese grandma, she loved Thanksgiving. It was kind of interesting because she came from the old country. So I don't know where that love of hers came from for that. Maybe that she got to like cook like a big amount of food or something. Um, but Yeah, she would make really good mashed potatoes and oh, I know this is gonna sound terrible, but I was at Trader Joe's and they were doing tastings of their mashed potatoes with bacon already in them, and then that turkey gravy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was like, "This is so good." Okay, Rosalinda says she's got, okay, you I saw one thing where you said you have had something on a loom for a while, and then your next thing was you wanna get the Rooted loom. The Rooted loom is so beautiful. She really is, and don't forget that as a Creative Soul member, you have that discount. You can always text me for the code. Okay, what do we do next? We got one more. Okay, so we green, so what am I putting on first? This guy, right? Oops. Okay, you stay where you are. Yeah, I have so many I'm finally gonna be able to get my studio situation, whoops, uh, built out. So I'm really, really excited about that. It's been a while since I've been on. What is the Rooted Loom? The Rooted Loom is a new, she is very similar to the large um, Sunweaver loom. And so she has grids that accommodate the, bigger threads, thicker cords and such. She's on the front page of the website. So she's mostly a fiber loom, but by all means you could do a beading project on her. The artwork is just gorgeous. But she's on the front page, Carmen, if that is that who asked me. Did someone say I do have an earring loom? I do. So if you go on the website, you're going to see that the earring looms come in a pair. You get two of them. They're part of the Wisdom Warrior family, and and they're just the right size for earrings, so you don't have like a lot of waste with your beading stuff. Okay, let me see where that how much that did. Oh, okay. So I would go into that. Oh, it's going to be perfect. Okay, so 2 more rows, you guys, 2 more rows. You are amazing that you're still here. I appreciate you. Sometimes, I just maybe in the past would be like, "Oh, we're at an hour and I'll get it finished and I'll show you," but I just decided like if I'm going to start something, I better finish it. So if you want to hang out, awesome sauce. If you got to go, I totally get it. But so yeah, okay, so one more row. Yeah, who's saying that? Yes. So the Rooted Loom is on the Jewel Loom. Um, the what's up? What else is going on? The large and small Wisdom Warrior um are both 15% off this month. So this is gratitude month. This is like where I like to do some specials that maybe I've not been able to do for the rest of the year. Um, how did I do that again? I just did it again. Cannot talk and pick up the beads at the same time. All right, so I just got to get these off of here. The last row will not be wrong. Oh gosh, I don't want to like puncture my thread though. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me concentrate. Jules, did you decide to move? I have had one of the biggest blessings ever. I'm actually going to be here, um, and so that I can just kind of um, get settled. And so I'll be here in California for another hot minute or forever, how long I'm supposed to be here. But the good thing is that I need to, I need to just uh, be able to be somewhere where I can be focused and continue to design and create and I always say and I'm not birthing any more looms. I cannot take care of all the children by myself. And then my mind just has like all these ideas. So I just really want to focus on designing projects, doing videos, going live, education, um, really nurturing the little loom family that I have. Because what are we now? I have a dozen children. Is that what it is? Okay, so that was my last row. Okay, so let me just make sure. That's 6 inches. Yep, awesome. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna weave back through. Um, Hopefully I can get back through a couple rows. Where are you at? Might be a little, oh, no, you have to go through the bead, buddy. Okay. So I'm just weaving back up a couple rows and then I'm going to tie off in the middle so that you can't even see it. Oh, why are you in a hotel? Aren't you visiting family? Oh, that's going to be a whole other story. Except for I like being in a hotel. Ow, ow, ow. I love to travel. Okay, so I'm going to come through this one. So I'm just like going to come up and out. And then I'm going to grab the warp here. And I come under one of the warps. And I'm just going to get through that little. And then I'll just push this needle and everything to the back. Okay, so that's good. Let's get the beads out of the way because I have a feeling I'm going to wear them in a second here. Okay, so this is done. Oh my heck, come on now. So good. You know what? I think I love the sand. You could also probably get away with like a really cool green or a burgundy. Hemptique has like a bazillion gorgeous colors. Okay, so now we're going to cut it off of the loom and I'm going to turn it over. The cool thing again about like the hemp is that it's so easy to kind of release. Like if you wanted, I don't know why I do this sometimes because it doesn't matter. I think I just like to challenge myself to get it unknotted. But it's okay, it's late. We're not going to fuss. We're just going to cut it off. Okay, Julie Mama, you did a good job there, girl. Okay, so let's turn this over. I'm going to trim this a little, but I'm going to go back at some point and use the burner to like zizz it down. And let's see what we got going on here. Ooh. Drooling, drooling. So pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay. What do I want to do? So I have to decide, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm not trimming them too tight, too close, because I want to go back in with the wildfire burner and zizz it down. So one of the ends needs to accommodate the button, and the other end has to accommodate the loop, right, for the button. So hold on one second. Let's see if we can get, whoops. Maybe a little more light on the situation. Let me This button is kind of big. Long story. So I think I'm going to have to use this end. So I'm going to go through, and then I'm going to, oh, no. I almost missed I missed a part. We got to tie these guys. Sorry. I almost jumped ahead. So what I'm going to do is I just pinch those two warps together. And then I want to get that knot now as close as possible. So like we can bring in our little scissors here, and we just want to get that knot as close as possible. See that? So just a simple knot. And we're going to do it to this side. And again, just remember when we were younger, and if our moms were wrapping presents, come here and hold. Remember, do you ever remember your finger like being, come here and hold this so I can tie a bow? All right, so I'm going to put this, I'm going through the back side. You can paint, stain, color pencil. I'm just kind of liking the rawness of the button, right? Like I don't feel like it needs anything. So, and even if I wanted to go back, I could, but I'm liking the rawness. So we'll flip this through. I don't like being by myself, but oh, really? I do. I do and I don't. I definitely am fine with being with people, and then sometimes I just need did I do that right? No, I have to go through this one, Jules. So we got to get these guys over. These holes on this big button, by the way, are awesome sauce. So you can do this. You can kind of go in, and then we're going to go down the other side. Okay. Uh-oh, where's my other leg? Where are you at, buddy? Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Everything's like starting to look the same because it's all the colors. So I kind of want to just get this cleaned up and pull and pull and pull. Let's see. So I'm going to try it on really quick just to make sure I haven't, do I need any like extra room in here? So let's just see for giggles where we're at. I'm going to bring this up and over. So yeah, so I'll make my loop. I think I'm pretty good. Okay, so then I'm going to come back over here. I feel like I want to get it just a little more cleaned up. So do you see the underneath here, what's going on? So like I took the warps and I went up through the hole, back down through the hole, took the warps over here, up through the hole and back through, okay? Just to make it look clean. You've probably seen me where I've come up the hole and then I've tied on the top, but I kind of feel like I want a clean look. So anyway, okay, so let's turn this over and then we're going to tie these guys, tie them together. This is why it's important to center your project too, because I'm kind of cutting it close with the length of my warps here. Are we okay? Yeah, we're good. Okay. And I'm just going to give it one more. Well, let me see if I could. And sometimes I'll go in with like a little dab of like white glue, stick it in there with a toothpick. That works. Let's see if I'm brave enough or if I can get my little chunky fingers to do a third. Oh, okay. I did it. Okay, cool beans. So I'll leave the tails for now because I do want to kind of like scooch some white glue in there. And honestly, these guys are kind of fun, but I'm going to trim it up. All right. So we got that. And now we need to come over here and figure out our loop, how big our loop needs to be, because this is like a little surfboard, right? So I probably need to like pinch it right in that area in order to get this back out. So just kind of do this like little Thumbelina thing to see if I could get myself out, of course, with my left hand. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So what we're going to do is the same thing over here. And thank you guys again. If you're just popping in, this is this month's Creative Soul uh, box, and I used some of the items from it. There were, I don't know how many are left now, but there were, I think, 5 or 6 left when we went on air about an hour and 21 minutes ago. And so, yep, just trying to get these here. Oh, yeah, we want to get that a little more tight. I like to get the knots as close to the beads down here as I can. And we can, it doesn't matter if we cut these loops, but we'll cut them. And then again, what I'm going to do is I've got to have a loop, an opening for this big guy. So I think it was about like here. So what I usually do is I'll come and do a knot like one. Whoops. And I'll leave it a little loosey-goosey because if it's not right, I don't want to have to like unknot it. So let's see for giggles. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think I can make that a little bit tighter, but not too much. So yeah, look at that. Look at all the shine. So pretty. And you don't have to go with a big old hunker like this. It's me. I like a big button, but my button collection that we make has round ones and big huge thick ones, and then they're sold in packs of 3. So you can go online under the jewelry making supplies and you can see what kind of a button may, talk to you, right? So yeah, it's so pretty. And I want to show you what's left over because look there's still, let's get this out of the way. Look at how many 2 holes. There's still a lot left after that was a 6-inch bracelet. Okay, so let's see. And okay, and seed beads. I only poured a little bit, so there's a lot more seed beads. But these are all the decorative beads that are still left. So you could do some earrings to match. You could use your own size 8-ohs if you wanted and like use all these little guys for a matching ring. That would be gorgeous. So I'm so sorry that you can't see my face tonight. I guess when you're doing a live straight from the YouTubes, you can't change your camera because I'm just not seeing how to do that. I'm going to have to go to YouTube tonight and see if I can figure it out. I just don't know that it's possible. So I appreciate you all so very much. 1 hour, 24 minutes, and the majority of you hung in there. I just adore you and appreciate you and love you. And yeah, let me know if you need any help with anything. And I wish you safe travels, sweet Rosalinda. And for those of you just getting started, if you've never done any bead work, I always say either try the baby jewel loom. This is the mama, this is the full size jewel loom. And the baby jewel loom is half the size. It's in its warp position, so it's very easy to use. But I would start in the blue, and then you can grow into the wood looms. And so here's the small warrior, and don't forget the small warrior and the large warrior are 15% off right now. So, and we don't usually mark down the wood products because they're just expensive. They just are. But everybody should have a jewel loom. The whole entire world should have a jewel loom because that's what I think. Anyway, okay, there's my bracelet again. So stinking pretty. Oh, do you want me to show you something really quick? Where are those guys? Hold on. Let me show you something with the bugles. Don't go anywhere. And I'm sorry I don't have them with me. I hope I can find them really quick here. I feel like I got really organized, so I don't know. But let's see. Let's see. Oh, sugar. I know you're here somewhere. Where are you? Well, of course they're not, how come they're not showing up? See, this happens when I get organized and then I can't find what I want to show you, dang it. All right. I bet you they're going to pop up somewhere because I thought about it. Let me see on my table if I can find them. Basically, they're bracelets that I made. I taught the class. I taught the class at the Connecticut Art Is You. And basically what we did was up in this area, we just sewed in the fringe. I'll find them and I'll take a picture and I'll do a community post here on the YouTube channel. And could you do a class on conditioning the wooden looms? Yeah, I'll get Robert to come on and we'll do that together because Robert, he would have really good insight on doing that. Is everything in the kit but the jewel and the the hemp cord. This is hemp cord, honey. Hold on. This is hemp cord. So you need hemp cord. You would need your wildfire or fireline or beading thread of choice. You will need your jewel loom or bead loom of choice, and then your needle. But everything else is in the kit. Everything else is in the kit. Do you want me to show the kit again? Because it's so stinking beautiful. Hold on. Can I come to Vegas? Can you come to? Yes, I can. I can come to Vegas. We should find somewhere for me to teach in Vegas because I would do that. Here's the kit. Look at how pretty. So you have the vintage button and you have all the freshwater pearls. And look at these. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. Look at those. They're toothpicks, like toothpick fresh pearls, water pearls. I spent a ton on these. And I thought I was just going to do something. And then I was like, why would I hold out on my creative soul peeps? I'm going to take them apart. And yeah, aren't they to die for? So those are in the kit. And I've been dreaming about, what to do with those. And I know Danielle's working on something as well. So, and then all the beautiful bugles. Yeah, this is really pretty. Next month is really pretty too. We do pretty. Is everything in the kit? Can you come to Vegas? Could you do a class on the wood? Yeah, okay. My box comes in Saturday. It is going on vacation with me next week. Sherry, the boxes have not shipped out. If you need that box to go tomorrow, let me know. We'll just have to do the PDFs electronically. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. We could do that. If that's what you need to do, email me tonight, okay? I'm going to make some with him tomorrow. Awesome. There are 2 bead stores there. Oh, you should go see if they have looms. See if they have looms. All right. I got to go take care of Marlon Brando. He's probably having a dang cow, this dog, my little Velcro dog. Okay, I appreciate you. Sorry, recorded air leather. I love leather. Yeah. And Hemptique has the leather and you could buy it through Jewel Loom or them. Do we need a coupon for that kit? Nope. No, the Creative Soul kit is $35. It's always $35. It's never discounted. it was $45, and I made the conscious choice to lower the price to help out everybody. So it's bottom line, $35 plus shipping and handling. So that's the Creative Soul Kit. That's what you would be charged. If you could either subscribe, or you can buy as you go. The thing is, like, when they're gone, they're gone. I don't like have like a plethora of them. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Danielle does too. It's always fun to have a BD partner to take the kits and inspire everybody. So yeah, just email me, you guys. You can do jules@jewelloom.com. Let me type that in. Let me type that in. So, oopsie, JEWELS at jewelloom.com. Just email me if you have questions, and I'm really good at responding. So just realized that it was a different box. No worries. But anytime, if that needs to be the case, Sherry, um, I can the kits are ready to go. Like, everything is ready to go. Just don't have the printed copy of the PDF right now because we are still brainstorming more ideas. Oh, and wait, credit cards haven't even been charged yet. We are so both ahead of ourselves. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, there she is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make this just a hair tighter, because it's a little loose. And when I find the other what you call these bracelets I wanted to share, I will let you know. Look at that, Rosalinda Jewels, all the wildfire. It is sold out right now, but I just placed a big Beadalon order. So all the colors except for what was sold out, lilac. I couldn't get lilac, but I got everything else. And I got more wildfire burners coming too. So, yeah. If you all know what you want, you might want to email me and say, "Hey, put that put these things to the side." The other thing about the Creative Soul box is that if it works out, usually it does. If you have bought a couple other little things, and they'll fit into the box, then typically, not always, but typically, we can get everything in there for the postage that you've paid for. So it's kind of cool. Like, if you do need things. So the credit cards are hit on the 10th of every month, and then they usually go out like the third week or so of the month. But, so you could keep that in mind. And then if you're a subscriber, then you get that code if you're a subscriber for at least 2 months, because it's kind of one of the perks of being a subscriber. You get the code. And we are okay, will you still have pink? If you need me to hold pink, tell me to hold pink. Yeah, pink is coming. Everything is coming except for they were sold out of lilac. They didn't have any lilac, so. But I love this bracelet. This really came out great. So I'm going to get it finished up. I will take a picture of it laying flat so that you can see the pattern if you want to mimic the pattern that I did. And yeah, I think that's it. So, all right, everyone, have a great evening. I'm going to go figure out what my Velcro dog needs. And again, I appreciate you so very much. And let me know how I can help you. Jules@jewelloom.com. And just squeezing you right now. Okay. Yes. Oh, Stephanie, you're so sweet. I got to talk to you before I go to Chicago, but that's probably in December. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Be well, be good. Weave on, sisters, weave on. Ah, okay. I did order some though. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It didn't say out of stock. Okay, Rosalinda, have a great trip. Everybody, Sherry, everybody, Jean, so happy that you are part of the Jewel Loom family. We got some new folks. And oh, hey, if you're not a member of the Jewel Loom community over on the Facebook, we have a free group over there. It is private, so you do have to request to be added, but it's also a great place to meet people and see what other people have created. So thanks, Carmen. Thank you. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you. Okay, guys. See you later. Gotta scooch over here and figure out how to turn it off now. Okay, toodles. I want to see. What is this? What is this? Okay, that's not it. All right, here we go. In the stream. In the stream. All right. Peace out, everyone. Toodles.